So what am I looking for in a good black and white? What should you look for in a good black and white? What makes a good black and white? That has got to be one of the most common questions I get every time I post a black and white photograph on my website. It's a mystery to a lot of folks, and there's a good reason for it. It's not something you naturally see, right? We see in color. And because of that, it's often very hard for folks to translate what they're seeing in color into black and white tones, which are really shades of gray. Now, there's lots of different schools of thought on this. I have my own, as you might imagine. I started out 30 years ago in photography in black and white, in a wet darkroom. I won all my awards and accolades as a black and white photographer, and I've always thought of photography truly as a black and white medium, because that's how it started out for so long. Now for myself, black and white photography I think is one of the most romantic realms we can enter in photography. It brings out emotion, it brings out character, it brings out stories and plot lines. But how do you take all that information and put it into a click? That's really the challenge. First thing I want to recommend to you is start watching black and white movies. Those that were actually shot in black and white and made to be black and white movies. Why? Well, they lit those movies specifically for all those different tones. And the great storytellers would take those movies and they would use light and shades to really bring out the good guys, the bad guys, you know, the white hats, the black hats. They bring out happy moments, sad moments. All that was done in shades of gray. You watch those and all of a sudden you can translate what you're seeing into the real world, because you're looking at, you know, a black and white movie, but you see blue sky. You know it's not the gray you're seeing, but it's blue. It just helps you start to translate how to get there. Because pre-visualizing what you're seeing into the world of black and white is really the big, you could say, trick in this whole thing. So for example, we're here at Shore Acres in Oregon. It's a great day. It's stormy. Sad to say, the Coast Guard's out here looking for someone whose boat went down. We can see the helicopters going. There's a cutter on the horizon. It's just that Pacific storm, nasty winter condition. And it's great for black and white photography. Now, the first thing you're going to say is you're looking at me and you go, where's the light? And that's a really good question. We have no direct light from the sun. But we have the two main elements in black and white photography all around us. And that's black and that's white. Now the rocks they're here at Shore Acres, there's light tan, there's dark brown, there's some black, there's some gold. All those are great shades, okay, of gray. And then when it comes to white, what do we have that's just, you know, everywhere that's white? The waves, right? The waves are this beautiful white. So in a black and white photograph, for myself, one of the first key ingredients we need is a clean white and a clean black. Now, what does clean mean? Okay? Well, does it have to be 247 or higher kind of white? Does it have to be a 3 or lower black to be a clean white and clean black? It doesn't have to have, as far as I'm concerned, those numerical attachments to those shades. What you do need is that for the mind to say, that's black and that's white. That's what you need. How do you get that? Well, you can do it just by looking at the scene. So right now I've got waves coming in, we're going to crash. I'm shooting at a slow shutter speed and letting that movement go through. Now, why was I doing it that way? I'm going to look real quick, because what am I doing? I've got this white cloud coming through that frame, through those black rocks. If in the perfect world it was to work out correctly, and I'm going to spend some time, not while I'm on camera, looking for the shot, you can think of it as being an aerial kind of photograph, going through fog through a canyon. And I'm going to use the white element of the waves along the black rocks to make that black and white photograph. So even though I'm sitting here or standing here right now and I'm shooting and I'm seeing these colors, in my mind I'm translating all that to black, to white, and all the shades of gray in between. And that's the process of making a black and white. You might have right off the bat saying, you've lost me already. And a lot of people say that. And that's very valid. How can you take that color, and keep in mind that our mind does this great job of bringing us all this color, even on this overcast day, we see these colors. How can you filter to black and white? A real simple tool, if I can dig it out without being really klutzy, okay? The iPhone, okay? Take a picture of the iPhone. Go into Snapseed. Go to black and white. Take a picture and look at it. And then you have right here next to you an actual photograph. You can help pre-visualize what you're seeing. Back in the day, we'd have these blue filters that you could carry around, and you put them in front of your eye, and that would help take away a lot of the color spectrum, and you would see just in shades. Well, the iPhone's just a modern version of that. It's just that same kind of filtration, helping you pre-visualize. Because, to be honest with you, it doesn't happen like that. It takes some time. So we're going to sit here and take some time. We've got some amazing waves, and we're going to just take some shots, and then I'm going to come back to you and talk some more about this thing called black and white photography.